which stands, one nation, under God, liberty, and justice for all. Go ahead.
Heavenly Father, we just come to you in the name of Jesus. Lord, we're thankful for this day. I ask God that you just bless this meeting tonight and let us accomplish what needs to be accomplished from the town of Middleton. Give these people all your wisdom. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right. So we're going to start with roll call.
Roxanne Tufts-Keegan here.
Tracy Donovan Lavalette here.
Tim Craven here.
Michael Green.
here.
There we go. All right. Approval of minutes. We have quite a few, if I'm not mistaken.
1 minute, it's fine, take your time.
It's okay.
There. Wait a minute, let me just check and see. This is, wait. I'm just gonna put them in order. So the oldest to the newest.
So we're going to start off with the March 3rd, 2025. Motion.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
I'll second.
All right. Any discussion? Any corrections? No? All right.
Are you voting individually or all?
I thought we do them individually. You want them all?
All right, well, we didn't vote on that. We did
Oh,
discussion.
sorry. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? All right. Next we have the March 10th meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Second.
All right. Any discussion? Any corrections? Seeing none? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
RSA 91A 3 dash A for the dismissal, promotion, or compensation of public employee.
General,
Do you have any-
Tracy. I'll make a motion, I think.
Turn it over?
Yeah, right here, this is what you want.
Everyone open this one too?
So we're looking
So
for.
I'm gonna make a motion to seal these minutes for 5 years.
All right. We have a second.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Oh, no, actually, you have to do this. Roxanne, yes?
Tracy, yes.
Tim Craven, yes.
Michael Green, yes.
Are you writing the date on that?
Oh, I can.
Only because it was different?
Yeah, I can put the date. And then what's your second one? You got-
All right.
And this one is from tonight. RSA 91A C, matters which discussed in public. C, matters which discussed in public will likely affect or.
So do you have a motion?
So,
Oh, wait, yeah.
yeah. So this is.
All right. Contract. All right. Contract attached. The first payment of $3,000 will be invoiced when the contract is executed. Okay. All right. So, motion to accept.
I'll make a motion that we accept and sign the CAA contract that was approved at the town meeting.
I'll second.
All right. Any questions? Any discussion?
I've got a question. When do they think they'll have that?
I'll check with Robin, she'd be the one that'll know. But I had the same question, Kate, but I wasn't gonna ask it because nobody's gonna be able to answer.
I'd ask you to-
All right. All those in favor?
Paper clips back.
Opposed? There we go. Personnel form.
I'll open it.
This is the next one.
All right.
I'm trying to get a ribbon going here.
So this is for a EMT position. Abby Cole, part-time.
I'll make a motion that we accept her into the EMS fire department. I guess.
All right, second.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So far, nobody's opposed.
It's all good stuff.
Oh, it's great stuff. Do we have another?
The intent to cut.
All right, next we have the intent to cut. Roxanne, could you speak to this?
Yeah, so this is, oh, sorry. So, oh, that's not, sorry, that's for you. That's the CAI. So we have an intent to cut for map 2, lot 7. And, this is off of Silver Street. The access to it is through map 1, lot 11. So this had come before the board a number of years ago, but we will sign the intent to cut, but it needs to be noted that to access that lot is going to be off of Silver Street through map 1, lot 11. That is what, the survey map registered at the Stratford County Register of Deeds shows the right-of-way is through Silver Street through map 1, lot 11. There was question as to whether they could access that through Jordan Drive. That property does not abut Jordan Drive, so there's no issue with the intent to cut, other than they just need to access it through map 1, lot 11. And the owner is aware of that.
You guys been made aware?
Yeah.
All right.
An email has gone back, but we will maybe make another note of that for the intent to, for the logger to know that, because.
Absolutely. All right, so do I have a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion to accept the intent to cut.
Okay.
I'll second.
Do we have any questions?
I got a question, how many acres, what's the acreage on that? Is it 50 acres on those forms?
It might say it on that. I could tell you after, it's like 67 acres, I think. Kate,
67, yes. 67.
The money.
could you tell by looking at it?
Okay. Anything else? All those in favor? Opposed? All right. All right. Take a minute, let everybody catch their breath. We've been moving quite good speed, so. All right. We're gonna move on to committee reports. Do we have any updates from the budget committee?
That would be Bonnie.
Bonnie,
I don't think they cut their meeting.
have you guys had a meeting for March?
I don't think they met.
I missed that.
Did you have a budget committee meeting in March?
No.
I wasn't on it yet.
Okay.
But they didn't
But there
know.
was-
We did.
There was no
I
meeting.
know we
No,
did
there was
that.
no budget committee meeting.
All right. All right. Conservation Commission. We have Stratford Regional Planning here.
Good evening, my name is Genesis, I'm Director of Stratford Regional Planning Commission. I'm joined by our two commissioners from the town of Middleton, Kate and John, if you can welcome down. I'm just gonna bring up some handouts really quickly. What I'm passing out is a grant application that we worked on with the Conservation Commission. And then I've also included just a little bit of background information on Stratford Regional Planning Commission because it has been quite some time since I've been here to visit the board, and there are some new faces. So PREP is the Piscataqua Region Estuaries Partnership. They offer periodic grant opportunities for municipalities that are looking to pursue different activities that might help improve water quality in the greater Piscataqua watershed area. We kind of put this out there to all of the municipalities within our region to let folks know that this funding opportunity was available. And both Kate and John reached out. At the time, John go to planning board, Kate on the conservation commission said, we're interested. We'd like to kind of do something more. We've been working quite a bit at Sunrise Lake. Did a watershed management plan. We now have the 319 grant that is implementing some different improvements to help water quality on Sunrise Lake. And so we both wanted to look at what can we do, what are some of the priority actions out there that might further help improve water quality. 2 different activities were identified and selected. The first was to develop stormwater management regulations, and we do have something on the books, but wanted to look at updating that to make sure that it really would address any potential infiltration into water bodies in town. The other piece was to look at the town's wetland conservation, open water, wetland buffer. Grateful to the chair to be available to review and be the signatory for the town to submit. If the grant is awarded, it would then come back to you as the selectmen to accept the grant award. And then from there, the way PrEP is happy to operate is rather than make the award directly to you and you as the town have to do the administration, they'll make the award to us. We'll work on your behalf and we'll do all of the grant administration for it. So it helps alleviate any of that burden to the municipality, and we'll then get hopefully $15,433 worth of services.
So by applying for this grant, all we're doing is applying, saying that we would be interested in the grant.
Yes.
And then it's up to us afterwards to decide whether or not to accept it. And if we accept it, then it won't cost the town anything. It'll not even time or services, because
We'll do all the work for
you'll
you.
do all the work for us.
Yes.
So this was a win-win situation. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions? Well,
There are a couple of requirements, you have 2 meetings to generally move everything, yeah. And as we are at the head of the waters that go into the Piscataqua estuaries, and our waters are still pristine, and we can see how the town is going. It's a critical time to look into these resources and see how we can best protect them. We were deficient, according to their calculation.
Here for our coordinator of strategy and planning in Middleton, Kyle, sent you all an email maybe a couple weeks ago about, we have a kickoff meeting in about 2 or 3 weeks where we're bringing in DES, our contractor, consultant, engineer that will be implementing the plan. Go over the plan, answer any questions that anybody has, particularly the board that will be involved with the plan, what it entails, so forth and so on. So, and I just sent you another email about, prior to that meeting, we have 2 projects in review. One is to look at Lakelands Association beach area, the culvert area, upstream area, so forth and so on. With consulting engineer and strategic planning, would like to visit each site. So at 4:30, we're going to go over to Lakeland. Everybody's invited to, they just want to put their feet on the ground. The other one is the rain garden at the Shore Drive, Hampshire Shores, and the second one, that what we're going to do. But this grant will tie into some of the work that we're going to be doing down the road in terms of stormwater management also. So the intent here, Conservation Commission.
Outdoor play,
Yeah.
outdoor play.
Yeah.
What does that entail?
It is an interactive online map. No, information about their hours of operation and what you can do there, and works on the phone and
Okay.
everything.
No, that's great. I was just looking to
It is
see.
not a grant.
Yeah, no, okay, so we currently don't have anything in the work. There is no grant right now out there, do you know of, for like recreation area?
There could be.
Okay.
We could chat.
Okay, yeah, that's why I said, I mean,
Yeah.
just, okay.
Yeah.
What did you have in mind?
Well, we have that nice park that's down the
I
road
was
here.
thinking that,
That, how expensive would it be to put in like a pickleball court,
Pickleball.
right? Or the basketball court, that can't take a lot of equipment and whatever.
What
So-
park?
Right next to the school.
It's not owned by the school?
The old
No, that's, no, not necessarily, it
I
is,
thought that was school
It's under
land.
the trust, right?
it has to be, it has to be used for, on it to put anything on it and whatever. It can only be used for recreational purposes. So,
That was the impression it was still, that was still school property, especially considering the, playground that was supposed to be down there, so. But-
no, I just was wondering if there was, I'm like, if we had the ability to do something there at some point, that would be great.
Yeah.
Instead of it being overgrown and,
Absolutely. All right. Joint loss.
So we met last week, so chief of police, fire chief, representative from the highway, and myself and Kim, and we kind of just go over different items. One of the things we are gonna do on the next meeting is do an actual walk around for each area, and I think that was about it. Any safety concerns, there weren't any major concerns or anything, so.
Yeah, awesome. All right, planning board?
Okay, now I guess I'll speak to that. Not much is going on with planning board currently. Kate, you remind me if there is. Kate, yes, we're having a meeting this week. Thanks, Jen. We are having a meeting this week, but pretty much stuff is kind of slower in the winter anyway. We kind of just discussed the zoning board amendments that got passed, didn't get passed, and the items that we're gonna work on this year for potentially next year. So that's it.
All right, recreation?
All right, we have our Easter egg hunt, flashlight Easter egg hunt this Saturday. Weather permitting, it will be at the school playground. If not, I guess in here.
Is that at 7?
It's at 7 for the little ones, 6 and under, and at 7:30 for
7:30.
7 and above.
All right, so,
All right.
so 7 PM for, all right, the little kids. All right,
Yep.
that's really all I can.
I know it's early days, but, you gonna make any inroads and be able to use the school?
So I'm going
Activities.
to the school board meeting Wednesday night and have a talk with them. We are hoping to have a craft fair May 31st. We would like to do it at school because we've really outgrown this space for our vendors. But we need some of the fee waived because it's just too much.
See what
We
about-
can't afford it. We're just a little group. We can't afford their fee.
Oh.
So, it's time and a half for someone to be there the entire time we're there. And,
They have a written policy.
they do, but it can be waived.
Oh.
I know it's
So-
how they've done that for us in the past, so I
Yes.
imagine they'd be willing to do that again.
So I'm hoping that we can
Yeah.
get it
School's been
waived. We're willing to
Very
pay.
good actually over the past 2 years about helping us out.
Yeah, we're fingers crossed.
Absolutely.
We'll see. If not, we will be having a craft fair here, and the best we can. So, but it's getting bigger and better, and it's, you know,
Want me to try to lobby some of the board members? I know at least one.
you can give a little push there. So, yeah,
All right.
that's pretty much what we have going on at the moment.
School board?
I know that they are in the process of looking to hire a new principal, because the current principal is, I believe, done at the end of this year.
Yeah.
They swore in 3 new members, well, Kelly is not, she's not a new member, she's returning, but they swore in 2 new members to the board at the last meeting. And they do have, usually every month, they have like a class representation, like a grade does a presentation, it's really cute. So the That's about it, really, nothing else.
And I know what's called that they plan on having, it's got people at the planning board, or not planning, the budget committee moving forward.
Yes,
So that'll be good.
Yeah, they plan on having 2 people attend the budget committee meetings, as well as, I think at one point in time, they're going to have Kathy O'Brien come in and walk through the budget as well, which
That'll
will be
be good.
super helpful.
Yeah. All right. Next is social media, which is me. So in the month of March, we had 25 posts. We reached 1,925 people or accounts. Our stuff was actually surprisingly viewed by 37,000 people. Of course, that's not everybody who watched something. It showed up in their feed one way or another. We had 314 interactions, and our Facebook page had 1,553 visits, and we had 11 new followers. On YouTube, we had 12 videos. We had 265 views. 207 of those were unique. In other words, people who had just come, not returning. And let's see, our live streams account for 133 of those views. And we had 40 hours of people watching our videos on YouTube. So, and that's it for social media. Any questions? No? All right. VBA met on the 18th. The new chair was selected. Jim and the new vice chair was selected, Laurie. And we had a long discussion with Carl. Talked about building permits, permit compliance, and the VBA will not be meeting again until there is either an issue or an application. All right. So now we are at copier.
I did, it's not in the folders. Basically, on the copier, I'd asked them to give us some quotes to upgrade. For one, the copier that we have now is like three generations old, and especially with us doing the yearly book, with also with Teresa and them printing out ballots and stuff, it's just not, it's not
No,
the best quality.
Yeah.
And so we're getting, and every time they come in and play something, when we have to do a lot of copies, we still get lines, it still doesn't look good, so.
Now, the copier is under contract, correct?
Yes, under this
So-
connected office technology.
Do we have a clause in there that allows us to upgrade?
Well, I guess it's just renewed recently. I haven't had the opportunity at the moment to quickly go through this yet. You got lease options, all inclusive contract is $774 per month. You got these are a couple of different copiers. So
Do you know what we pay now per month?
I have to look it up. It's like, well, with the no, that's not the one. Sorry, it wasn't completely.
So right now, we pay, I think we have budgeted like $2,750 for the year. That's just that copier.
So there's other ones too, $654 per month. It depends on
So what is that?
What type?
That's,
what type
divide
do
that
you
by
want.
12.
So he gave us three different options, $544, $654, and $7.
I didn't see it, that's why I was looking. Oh,
So what was that? You asked if the police were doing their own copy?
No, the police have a copier downstairs, we're
Right.
the same company, but I don't think it comes on, I believe it's on the same line. I might be wrong, because I don't see a copier line here for police. I see equipment, and I see office supplies, but I don't think, or office
I think they have it
equipment.
under their equipment.
Maybe it's under office supplies. I only say that because the email states in here that says, I also have included options for the police department copiers. This would not be recommended. I'll just give you the price. $775 a month.
Okay.
Option 2, $654 a month. In
Okay.
option 3, $544 a month. So pretty much the cheapest one is doubling what we have now.
I was gonna say, I think we table this.
Yeah.
We definitely need to know how much we're paying for the upstairs one, how much we're paying for the PD one.
Yeah.
My question, because we discussed right after voting that we might have our ballots printed elsewhere due to the time and the cost. And if we didn't need that service, you know,
Right.
I had no problem printing town books. It was very time consuming because it's extremely slow.
Yeah.
It's not like a normal, my work.
But if we're
copy is
not
like-
doing that, then
Yeah,
for everyday use.
for
Right.
everyday use, we could get by.
Right.
That seemed like quite the increase, or maybe we go with a different company.
That's what I'm thinking, I gotta think of some,
Right, so
come up
maybe,
with some other companies to try
Yeah.
and get
There's
us.
Formax out of Nova.
What one?
Formax,
Yeah, we use them too.
that's what we use at my company.
so yeah.
Who's ours through? What did you say?
Connected office technology.
Yeah, connect.
There's
the
also
office.
Conica.
Oh, yeah, Conica.
They have a rep right out of Farmington.
All right. So for now, we're probably gonna
Yeah,
table
well-
this.
Yeah,
I have a
Okay.
question. Is that a deep ink?
yes.
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 Yeah.
So they,
Yeah.
Yeah. Extras in
Yeah.
the, closet.
All right. So we'll table that for now, and
Yeah,
we'll get some more information.
yeah.
All right. Now we're at BOS comments. Anybody got anything?
I do. I just want to congratulate our anniversary people for the month of April. We have Jim Keegan with 4 years, Dan Phillips with 4 years, Carl Roy hit 3 years, Joni Van Gilder hit a year,
Awesome.
and Robin Willis has been with us for 2 years.
Congratulations to all of them.
Thanks for staying.
They have all been exceptional employees. So. All right. Does anybody else have anything? No? All right. So now we're at the public input. Does the member of the public have anything that they wish to address?
Yeah, I do. My name's Kevin Wu, I live on 153. As last month.
I'm sorry, could you say your last name
Kevin
again?
Kevin Wu?
Okay.
I watched it online the last month, meetings, like the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
It was a discussion about Kennard having their
Yes.
contract ending at the end of June,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
and Casella's gonna take them over.
They already.
No, Casella bought Pinard
Yeah,
out.
somebody said that on Facebook.
Yeah.
But probably Waste Management owns them all, probably. I don't
No.
know.
No,
No.
no. So it's got to reach out to Waste Management to get information with them as well. To find out what their contract would be.
No, I'm just curious, what, so you don't know what the price?
Not yet.
But we're gonna have to buy like the little garbage cans that get.
No.
We don't know yet.
Um,
So we're looking to get information.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, I don't imagine they give them away for free.
No,
I
no,
can
they
imagine so either, but
No.
No free lunch.
right.
Yeah, no, I guess that was all.
Okay. Yeah. So, and in fact, we're gonna actually be discussing it more next week. So, that's it. Yeah. With any luck, we're gonna have what's called 2 people here from the different companies to talk with us. So.
Yeah, you know, I moved here from Austin, I spent 29 years in Austin. Actually, I was born in Rochester, lived in Stratford County. Well, actually, I moved from Carroll County here. But I was appointed to the Conservation Commission in Austin from 2008 to 2011. I served. So I don't know if you have an opening, I'd be willing to volunteer sometime.
You're sitting next to the right person.
Oh, really? Okay.
now.
How fortuitous was that?
I have a question. We are authorized to purchase an accounting program.
Yes.
Is that going to replace the budgets we get? You know,
Is that gonna-
the budgets that don't tell us anything?
Kate.
So you're
They don't
asking
tell us
if
anything.
you're asking if we'll offer more detail.
They tell you how much you spent. What do you want it to tell you?
I'd like to know where we spent it.
So I
and
believe
when.
that it's actually
Oh, well-
a more robust program, correct?
I'm asking for
Yeah.
a lot, I know.
Well, no, but I mean, you can get a detail, like, do you want it for just your department or a detail for everything?
It's
I
not
mean,
that
Have authorization for view only and stuff like that, so there'll be training on that stuff. Roxanne will train, no, just kidding.
I'll train you, Kate.
All right.
It'll cost you.
All right.
It'll cost you.
Kate's like on three committees. We want to keep.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Come on, Tim. Come on, Tim.
All those in favor?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, everybody. We will see you next week.
Robin sends me an email.